Give me some music, please. Give me music, please. Give me some music, please. Music, please. You're me the music, please. It's not even playing through the right speakers. Music, please. Music, please. Music, please. That's always good. Always a good song, man.
Give a little bit back. Give a little. Give a little bit back. Give a little bit back. Give a little. Give a little bit back. Give a little bit back. Give a little bit back. Give a little. Give a little bit back. Give a little. Give a little bit back.
That's right, baby, we're here. Ah! Ugh. Stream is live, and so am I. I'm not gonna get myself a drink. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. We got the gray sweatpants. We got the gray sweatshirt. It's Thursday night. We're feeling all right. Cold one of Angry Orchard to be cracked open. Hold on. My hands are in pain because I actually decided to deadlift today. Why isn't this twisting off? Don't tell me. It's not a twist off? Are you crazy? Angry Orchard, I didn't know you were like that, man. This is supposed to be on shuffle. Hold on. No, not this song. What the? Alright, this is okay. Delicious. Nom 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 nom. It's been a while since I've just drank straight up ciders, man. It's been a minute, but it's feeling all right. I'm feeling a little loosey-goosey. Feeling happy to be here. Certainly happy to be here. Content has been going up on the YouTube channel. The Monster Hunter series will come out momentarily. I just have to edit it. That's the hardest part about it, is I gotta hold myself accountable. The good thing is I don't have anything else on my plate. I've worked through editing all of the other stuff that I wanted to edit and get uploaded and yada yada yada. So now, the actual work just comes in. I'm going to go ahead and put the post up that we are live and we will be doing Monster Hunter. Oh, the playlist is making some good picks. Now we got the Cult of the Lamb playing through. I was watching another streamer earlier who, when asked like what their favorite game was, they said it was Cult of the Lamb, which is a bold choice, okay? And then they explained it was their favorite game to them because they are a streamer and because of the memories that they associated with it and the fun that they had with it with their community, which makes sense. But like favorite game, I was like, what are we doing? What are you talking about? It's like, hey, okay, you know what? I came around to it. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh yeah, I got videos I need to be pulling up. Shit. I forgot that's what we're doing tonight. Alas, your boy still has a little bit of headache. Still coming off of being sick, but feeling a little bit better about it.
Donkey Kong is in my...
Our first video that we're going to be watching is actually 40 minutes long, so it'll probably be our only video that we watch tonight. Oh, dog is jumping down. He's got energy. He's got energy. I like that. Except for it's supposed to be his bedtime. Lay down. What are you doing? He's such a little punk. I think he hates me. Get the grossness off of my ear. It's not playtime. I'm not playing with you. I'm sorry. It's like he'll lay down for 2 hours while I'm not doing anything. And then as soon as I start talking to the camera, then it's playtime, of course. Of course it is. All right. Without further ado, it is time to get into our first and probably only React video content for the night. The Bizarre Lore of Donkey Kong. All right, let's get into it. I'm interested. I love these videos.
My opinion, the
These
best
videos
character
make me happy.
Nintendo's ever made, and across 4 decades, he's had a story full of twists and turns, unnecessary complexity, and an intricate world full of layers of conflict. So join me as we go through what it all really means. Hi everybody, I'm here in the jungle. Did you know that there's free food here at Rocks? I'm here trying to get a better understanding of the beloved Kong.
We love
and we got a good
Chupo.
amount
We
to
are
look
Chupo
at. Generations
believers.
of history and ultimately a cold war between major nations with seemingly no
I'm a
end. It's
Chupo
just the
realist.
start of it. Right away, we have the issue
There is
that
no
Donkey
human
Kong
being behind
technically
this
doesn't
channel.
have
He
time
is a
points,
stick
aging,
person.
or any of that stuff, but it does progress. A good example of this
He's a
being
real
the
stick
original
person.
DK is the same as Cranky Kong. So yeah, these characters will age. For the sake of this, I'll be referring to years starting at 0 ADK, when we saw the birth
What?
of the funny gorilla guy in Yoshi's Island DS. And then we're gonna hardly bring up these time points because it's irrelevant for most of these games. I'm just gonna use release dates. Essentially what happens here is Kamek, Bowser's assistant slash dad, who looks the exact same as every Magic Koopa on the planet, why are these the same design, believes that baby Mario and Luigi are gonna pose as threats across the Koopa Kingdom. By the way, I gotta say this now, this is not a Mario timeline. I'm only looking at the stuff that specifically correlates with this freak. Maybe another time. So Kamek goes around stealing babies just for the love of the game, and a peeved off stork swoops in and rescues baby Mario and Peach, and they get dropped down to Yoshi's Island and embark on a quest to rescue a bunch of stolen babies. Gotta add here that DK wasn't in the first Yoshi's Island, we don't care. Partway
I don't know
through,
anything
he helps
about
rescue
these games,
Peach
man.
from
I
some
haven't
not
watched
Kong
this.
monkeys. They get done, destroyed, and now this creature is infecting our screens. Then the rest of the game happens. Wario shows up and never finds his parents. This is the start of Wario's empire, and then baby Bowser gets into a fight
Oh.
with his future self, who time traveled for the sole purpose of slaughtering baby Italians. Yeah, okay. But that fails, and DK is dropped off on Donkey Kong Island, Congo Bongo, the Kong Kingdom. It doesn't matter what you call
What?
it. He's
Donkey
there.
Kongville
At the end, it's
Bongo
revealed that all
Kingdom?
7 major Mario characters of the story have been blessed as the Star Children, meaning that they're capable of great, powerful, and wonderful things. This also means the Yoshi we've been following in Yoshi's Island isn't the main Yoshi. The main one is like the one in Yoshi's story and that god-awful crafted game where he has like a fungal disease. He looks like he's molding. And one more thing I need to establish now. I'm gonna assume because of this, modern day DK is in his mid-20s, which is the same as Mario in this story. I mean, Miyamoto said that
Wow.
Mario's 24. That's probably credible. This is a 24-year-old individual. So now it's been established that DK's
Isn't
gonna
Mario,
do some
like-
stuff pure of heart. Some wonderful things.
He's
Terrific
a little older
things, in
now,
fact.
probably.
His dad's gonna try cucking Super Mario. 1981. I'm gonna say like 20-ish ADK maybe. This is Cranky Kong. For now, he's gonna be
Wow.
Donkey Kong because it's a shared name. We have a problem with the
Okay.
Donkey Kong family heritage. Is DK the son or grandson of Cranky? Well, based on the aging stuff, Mario's working at a construction site by this point, as is confirmed by Wrecking Crew and the Mario movie. Plus, he has a mustache. This has gotta be at least post-high school. This isn't the face of an 8th grader. This is the face of your middle-aged barber. This is a father-son relationship. Good enough for me? Try to stop me. This is my video. It's mine. I get to choose. So as far as I'm concerned,
Okay.
these are the same and these are the same. The only contradictions I can think of is Country 1 refers to them as grandfather and grandson, which I'm ignoring. But then also in Mario Tennis, DK has his tennis partner be himself because Cranky Kong doesn't wear neckties, damn it. I know the common theory says the opposite, that we don't know the DK father. I know I'm ignoring that, but like... doesn't matter. I mean,
What
look
about
at-
the
look at
Mario
what we're doing
movie?
here. So it's a good thing time travel exists. This is not impossible. DK has made
What did that
himself
set up
tennis
for the
partners,
lore?
just like Donkey Kong always says. Quote, you should never trust anyone but yourself, especially for tennis doubles. Arcade Donkey Kong sees Cranky Kong kidnapping beloved politician Pauline. Mario saves her, climbing up a construction site, and then Mario Uno reverses and imprisons Cranky. And the following year, 1982, Mario's like whipping Cranky Kong in a cage, having him balance on a barrel. Super Mario torments gorillas out of spite. Luckily, DK Jr. shows up, frees his dad, and then Cranky in 1983, where he decides the next thing he should do after a year of planning and a year of being tortured by Mario, he wants to go to a greenhouse and start smashing flowers. What and then this guy, Stanley the Bugman, he goes,
the-
oh no, don't crush my greenhouse flowers, and it ends there. He sprays Cranky Kong too much bug spray, he inhales it too much, destroys his lungs, now he's withering away back
Alright,
in
the
Donkey
pup has been
Kongville.
distracted.
From here, not much happens. DK grows into the peak of male performances we all know and love. Cranky begins training his brain to genius levels. He also explores areas like the Northern Cremisphere. In just a few calm years, the Kongs would confide themselves in peace and prosperity, while the Mushroom and
Okay,
Koopa
wow, he
Kingdoms
actually
find
is
themselves
throwing in
endless war.
stuff
And
from the
from
Mario
this point, I
movie.
want to better
Okay.
establish the rules with DK's family, the outer circle, the importance of the greater Mario universe. The problem with making a Donkey Kong timeline compared to just a Mario timeline is that they're near inseparable. One is a sister franchise of another. It's really funny to consider the fact that Mario and DK's most consistent story beat kind of technically hilariously relates to international affairs. Almost every Mario game revolves around Bowser being the ruler of an invasive state just so he can get within specific Elephant Peach, because in canon Bowser likes him big. As such, he's got to go out of his way to get Peach into checkmate positions where she'll have to surrender and take his hand in marriage. In the Mario movie, this put the Kongs in danger for becoming allied with the Mushroom Kingdom, but otherwise it's the equivalent of North Korea and Iceland interacting.
What?
They don't. Peach
Oh.
Toadstool's socio-political circle in specific has been recognized, validated, and well documented, and it's important to look into. Some recognized groups and states of Mario's planet and the greater universe include the Mushroom Kingdom, the Koopa Kingdom, Diamond City, Wario. Wario is recognized as his own entity, every unique kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey, the Bean Bean Kingdom,
Wait,
the
there's an
Flower
actual,
Kingdom,
like,
the Sprixie
world
Kingdom,
map?
the Comet Observatory, Yoshi
Is there
and
a
Yoshi's Island,
canon
as we've
Mario
seen,
Universe
Sriracha
world
Land,
map?
Delfino Isle, the Shroobs. I think they count as a fallen empire within a wartime era. I'm gonna treat them like the Ottomans. And New Donk City / Brooklyn in America, I guess. Now, the Kongs try to keep to themselves most of the time, with the exception of Cranky Kong being horny and endangering himself and his son, but Peach, in an effort to preserve the world and her connections for people, is typically the one responsible for hosting events like Mario parties, races, sports, and on occasion, DK's gangs will host a racetrack or a party board. Ultimately, it's the nations attempting to make some sort of alliance to greater threats. It's just that Bowser has a serious problem with starting invasions, mostly out of boredom. It's just because of things
Man,
like
imagine
people's
if we
remains
had
being used as items and the Bowser space
Mario
being a
Party,
propaganda
but
mouthpiece
every
against his
nation,
will. He's
like,
justifiably
held their
pissed
own,
about
like,
the
little
presentation of his people, but they've
map.
gotten better about it. He started to chill out a bit since Peach befriended people capable of rewriting the universe at will. For a majority of this, we will look at how these kingdoms interact with the Kongs, but truth be told, the main group we want to look out for is the Kremlings.
No!
Dastardly bunch of crooked crocodiles. This is King K. Rool. This guy's an asshole.
Okay, he's
to give an
cool.
idea, across decades of political maintenance, Peach has only bothered to invite them to a single baseball event. Nothing else matters. Nobody hangs out with these guys. Nobody likes them. They have a generational dispute between the Kongs and the Kremlings, things regarding land expansion, disputes on what's rightfully theirs. Neither are treated with the highest of respects. One of the main reasons for this never-ending conflict comes from the Crystal Coconut. The DK show can be canon. Why not?
What?
This is Captain Scurvy, a high-ranking Kremlin with a
He's looking good, man.
great-grandpa who had the crystal coconut and hid it in the eye of the sentient temple thingy, Inka Dinka Doo. Years later, the magic coconut comes out of its eye. Little DK, baby DK, picks it up, and therefore it prophesizes him as the new ruler of DK-topia. So following the events of Donkey Kong's arcade trilogy, Super Mario Kart, time-traveling tennis time, and probably some other things I don't care about, it led to Donkey Kong Country on November 21st, 1994. This is when we get introduced
was
to
that
a ton
long
of the
ago?
Kongs. We're gonna split them into
Damn.
3 groups: the Donkey family, the
I didn't know
Dixie
Donkey
family,
Kong Country
and
came out in
unrelated. Cranky's married
94.
to Wrinkly.
Holy.
They had DK Jr. / main DK, and then Donkey Kong has a nephew named Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong being like the main lackey and pal, because DK's like a cool uncle, not to be mistaken with Uncle Kong, who's unrelated and not a doctor. This also means that DK has a sibling. The only
What's
way you
going
can
on
have
with
a
Uncle
nephew is
Kong?
if you have a sibling who has kids. So who's that? Well, there's not really an option. I'm guessing Donkey Kong's brother is Pink Donkey Kong Jr., who is playable in DK Math. Pink Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah, that
Pinky
makes sense.
Kong. Last in the Kong
Yeah.
family, we got Grouchy Kong, Cranky's great aunt. They're mentioned once. I don't think they matter. Now, Diddy Kong is in a relationship with Dixie Kong. We know less about Dixie's end. Her younger sister is Tiny Kong, and they're cousins with the brothers of Chunky Kong and Kitty Kong. Now,
Chunky
there's
Kong.
way more unrelated Kongs outside of these families. Thanks again, Mario.
I know a
There's
whole
hundreds
Discord
of
that
you.
would
They're like
love
Smurfs. They
this.
all serve tinier purposes. They're named after the thing they do. But the more important ones are a part of the greater DK crew. It used to be the Kong Clan, but if you make that an acronym, that's very bad. We're not gonna call it that. Kongs that we know of that most likely are not related include Mario Kart Legend, Funky, Lanky Kong, Manky Kong, Sumo Kong, Ninja Kong, Dread Kong, Karate Kong, Bink Kong, a Dry Kong from Superstar Saga. Baby Kong could be anyone's baby. We don't know who this baby is. Real Housewives of Konga Bonga. There's chained enslaved ones from Mario RPG. Super Kong, Super Diddy Kong, Redneck Kong, Swanky Kong, the Fedora Kong everyone thought was DK's dad because the 2 theory videos that said that, Kong Fu, Eddie the Mean Old Yeti, the ever iconic, lecherous hunk of a funky monkey, Bluster Kong. We'll get back
Bluster
to
Kong?
you. I like you. And
What
of
the
course,
hell?
the worst Kong, the Downfall. Candy Kong. She
No!
makes me sick. It's literally neuron activation, the character for Donkey Kong. She sucks. I'm only saying that because of the show. She's actually fine in games. By the way, for the country games, I'm combining the GBA and the SNES games, so they're the same game in story. I don't know why these cutscenes weren't in the original games, but they aren't. So the game starts, DK lives in a treehouse directly above the Kong Banana Horde, the main storage center for Kong food. Specifically for Donkey Kong, he loves his bananas, so DK has Diddy go on night watch while he gets a healthy 7 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. But here's where the Kremlings make their first real move for expansion. They gotta get their hands on some more land, and then they decide the most logical move would be to starve the Kongs and make them too weak to resist takeover. And then just like your mother back in college after 2 shots, the Kremlings want to get their hands on as many bananas as possible. The Kremlings show up, Diddy gets jumped, stuffed in a barrel, Cranky's pissed, it's time to slaughter the crocodiles for their misdeeds. And so, the duo make their way through the invaded Kong Island only to confront K. Rool and jump on his head with their primitive powers and successfully concuss K. Rool, grabbing their bananas and doing exactly what they always do.
You know,
Let's take
I
a
feel
look at
like
K. Rool.
way back in the
He's a
day,
little
writers
bit
were just
twisted.
sort of
He's not
doing
like
stuff,
other
man.
people. So on November 1st, 1995,
Writers were just
his
sort of
plan for
like-
the next invasion comes up to 3 major things. 1, kidnap DK and only DK because his
They were
name
just,
was on the
you know,
title
the
of
amazing
last
thing
one.
about writing
2,
is you can just keep
dress
making
up as
shit
a
up.
pirate. He's Captain K. Rool now. And 3, do other stuff when convenient. I guess he doesn't invade again, and then honestly the Kongs just come to them and they hope nothing bad will happen. So Diddy finds out about this. He scuttles over to Dixie and goes, babe, my uncle's been kidnapped by the crocodiles. We need to kill them. Yeah, okay. And so begins Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's quest. The pair make their way to Crocodile Isle, the homeland of the Kremlings. It's dreadful, gross. They got Bramble Blast at least. This is great, I like Bramble Blast. Anyway, they make their way back to K. Rool's airship, free DK, and he launches the captain
The
so
Donkey
hard
Kong
he goes
music
missing
does
for
actually
months.
kinda go hard.
So
There's
then the
some
Kongs
good
drop
Donkey
all
Kong
their
music.
need for security. So much, in fact, that DK and Diddy go to the Northern Hemisphere on a vacation, and they don't return. Why would you go to a place named after the people who want you dead? K. Rool's new plan is a bit different. 1, kidnap Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong because their names were on the title of the last game. 2,
That's
dress
fair.
up as
That's
a mad
valid.
scientist going by Baron K. Rulenstein. And 3, actually prepare for additional invasions. K. Rulenstein has the 2 mind-controlled and stuffed into a boss Chaos, helping to direct the Kremlin army and take down some of the bigger threats among the Kongs. Though he
Being a
messes up, failing to
supervillain, it
recognize
just
that
seems like
literally
so much
every
fun.
single
Look
Donkey
at
Kong
him go.
character
He's
is
just, he dresses up
unfathomably
in his
dangerous.
different
So
outfits.
Dixie goes to the most trustworthy,
He does his
powerful
little
person
different
available
schemes.
in her family.
King K. Rool's
Kitty
having a
Kong.
great time.
November 1st, 1996. They go to the Northern Hemisphere. Funky provides the 2 with vehicles to get around. Kitty should not be operating an aircraft. You're actively asking for a disaster, but I specifically want to look at Wrinkly Kong here. In the trilogy, the extra Kongs have been providing services, shops, tips, swank, but Wrinkly used to run the Kong College, aka the saving spot. And here she
College.
started becoming a spiritual believer of the banana birds.
What the...
I feel like I'm gonna get an infection looking at them. Essentially, the Banana Queen's almost like some sort
Okay.
of banana god determined to punish K. Rool for his misdeeds of mishandling the bananas. He wasn't gentle with the Horde. He's gotta be put down. But Dixie and Kitty save their pals, and then Rulenstein fails escaping as their Banana Queen shoots him with an egg as punishment. Wrinkly looks at this and recognizes her old age, dedicating the remainder of her life toward receiving forgiveness and attain her ideal afterlife. This is where the handheld versions start to break from the console versions. Like in console,
The
Country
fuck?
3 Wrinkly protects banana birds in her save cave, but in handheld, Donkey Kong Land 3, she's at a retreat. She's trying to find peace before she withers away. It's weird considering the context. Like, Kitty Kong is not at the mental capacity to register that this woman is coming to terms with her inevitable death. But I gotta address this because it's entirely possible K. Rool's motivations were sparked because of Wrinkly. See, initially in the Kong College, K. Rool was a student and would be expelled because all they wanted to know was how to defeat the Kongs. Like, I appreciate them asking. It was very polite of them to just it was worth a shot, you know. It is what it is. They gave a real effort. And with that being said, here's where we have another gap, the end of this
Yes,
trilogy
he's
and the
playing this
jump towards
song.
the N64. But as we do that, I want to introduce some things that have been happening.
This song in the background is one of the most iconic Donkey Kong songs. Hold on, what's it called? I have it on my list. This is from the Donkey Kong Country OST. This is the aquatic ambience. I knew he had to include it in this video, in one of the backing tracks. I mean, come on, man.
To the Kongs. After Country 3, Wrinkly dies. Based on her attire, I'm assuming she passed away in her sleep, and I really don't want to imagine Cranky Kong waking up to that, but at the very least, praying to the Banana Birds, I guess, blessed her with the opportunity to haunt the greater family. So basically nothing changed. Cool. Other highlights include Funky Kong, seeing like an army ad that truly resonated with him. It's a phase. He becomes a JROTC kid. But Tiny might have the best origin. She works with the IRS. She's a genius. She has dreams of becoming a supermodel, but her intelligence is the priority. She's helping the Kong family get their taxes sent. Are they being taxed via bananas or a genuine currency? The Kongs are well established. I mean, look at Big Ape City. The movie's portrayal, they clearly have some sort of advanced life and culture. For some reason, I still struggle to comprehend Donkey Kong knowing anything about any sort of finance. K. Rool's genuinely more likely to beat DK by teaching him about the importance of a 401k and then with physical force. But that's just a fun little fact. Next up, Diddy Kong Racing. Both of them.
Yes,
November 21st,
it was a good
1997 is the date we're going with, but I'm gonna squish them together.
I remember playing Diddy Kong Racing.
Even though the 2007 one has some changes that are very important, we're gonna ignore that and instead look at all the new pals with their own backstories. This is Wizpig, an evil alien dictator who managed to take over his planet and wants more. So, he heads over to this island owned by a family of tigers, and while the parents go on a vacation, they leave their kid Timber in charge, and he has to like maintain an entire population. It's like a royalty thing. So Wizpig shows up and he goes, guess what, bitch? This is my house. Get off my property. And he puts his icky face on a wall, immediately getting the 4 guardians of the island to work with him at a bribery or something like that. Timber and Wizpig decide the only way to settle this conflict is with a race, and he gets his pal Drumstick to take on the alien freak, and
I
Drumstick
can't remember
loses.
who
He goes
I
missing.
played
He's turned
when
into
I
a
played
frog.
this.
This makes Timber really nervous, so he starts training alongside other island
I
inhabitants.
probably
Tip-Top,
picked like
Bumper,
Timber.
Pipsy, and especially Taj the Genie and TT, who's gonna help determine when they're ready to take on Wizpig. Now Timber, using his rich boy networking skills, he also manages to get help from Diddy Kong, and just to make sure there isn't like an alliance or concern to be worried about, K. Rool sends out 2 Kremling spies. One of them is Crunch, who eventually helps out for the greater good, and then this unnamed one who runs away because Wizpig is... I mean, look at the render. At this point, we have a big continuity problem. The DS version has Dixie and Tiny joining, but the original only had Banjo and Conker, who would eventually get their own games. So in order to make both of them canon, I'm gonna assume that all of this happened at the same time. But based on what version, the camera would just like miss the characters out of frame. So like this party scene, Dixie Kong's just like, she has a juice box in the corner. You just can't see her. The only other problem this produces is that Tiny gets a redesign, and because after DK64 she has like a magic dream that gives her a growth spurt overnight, she goes from her DK64 design to this one. She is transformed from a small child that eats caterpillars and worms to a high school sophomore with a vaping problem. She still works.
Why
as
is
a
Diddy
tax
Kong
official.
still short though, man? What the hell?
That's a problem. It's a good thing time travel exists. There's a whole bunch of issues.
Let
playing
Diddy
with the time
Kong
travel
grow.
card here. The alternative is I put DK64 before this game, but this one came out first, so I'm gonna assume that it's fine, and it's okay because Tip-Top the Turtle, he's in a hovercraft. The game happens, the Guardians are defeated, Wizpig is defeated, the gang throws a mid-beach party, failing to recognize that beating someone in a foot race doesn't defeat them, violence does. So Wizpig offers another fight in his planet territory, another few races, another win, Wizpig riding a rocket, then
Classic
dies crashing to
Wizpig,
another
man.
planet, permanently defeating this demonic slime creature. I still can't believe this is an official render. Do I need to talk about the characters of this game's roster? Yes. They're technically Donkey Kong characters, like Mario is technically a Donkey Kong character. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't be in the remake. As for Banjo and Conker, you know, I'm gonna say this is like a Yoshi to Mario situation, even though they're different things. The former only exists because of the latter. Plus, I'll never get the chance to talk about Conker again, so just give me this one. June 29th, 1998. Shortly after the events of Diddy Kong Racing, Banjo meets and befriends Kazooie on his way back to his home located right next to Spiral Mountain, where he lives with his little sister Tootie. Now this is Gruntilda Winky Bunyan, and one day she asks her sentient cauldron the following: Cauldron, cauldron in the hole, who's the baddest bitch in this valley hole? Why did I rhyme whole? Never mind. He responds with Tootie, so Gruntilda gets pissed and decides to steal her beauty. But thanks to the kind souls Gruntilda has wronged in the past, like Mumbo Jumbo, Bottles, the Jinjos, and her sister, she gets obliterated and creates a crater and then gets bouldered, so she's super dead for only about a few weeks. Because 2 months later, in Grunty's revenge on the GBA, Gruntilda's assistant Klungo shows up,
Not
makes a
Klungo.
robot suit, decides to kidnap Kazooie, and then they try to time travel before Banjo and Kazooie meet. Doesn't matter, she fails.
The amazing thing about these Chupo videos is like at some point he can just start making shit up and I would never know. I treat his word as gospel. He could just start making shit up at any point and like I'm in. I believe it. Klungo? That's real, man.
Bad game. November 20th, 2000. 2 years after the first console game, Gruntilda's skeleton is revived by her
I trust
two evil
this man
sisters,
with
Mingella
my life.
and Blabelda. They want revenge. They
Mingella and Blabelda? Come
blow
on.
up Banjo's house. Bottles is killed. So Gruntilda's gonna use the big O blaster. She's gonna steal the life force upon Jinjo Village. It fails, Bottles and the zombified King Jinjo get revived. Gruntilda's reduced to nothing but a skull, and Banjo plays hacky sack with it. And this is retconned in Banjo Pilot, but it's Banjo Pilot. I've never heard of this game until reading this in the script. Also, unrelated, we have more stuff with Tip Top. Tip Top's become a father of 20 in the past couple years, and he eggs look like this. I am very afraid and sorry for what his wife looks like. Last Banjo game, Nuts and Bolts.
I mean,
November
turtles
11th,
legs.
2008. Why do they gotta make him so angular? I hate it. 8 years after turning Gruntilda into a skull, they've gotten morbidly obese. Gruntilda has nothing to lose. She wants Spiral Mountain so she can unironically turn this beautiful floral area
Why do the
into a
colors in
Walmart
that
super
game
center.
look so
Fortunately, this
washed
new
out?
guy, the Lord of Games, stops them and sets up a bunch of challenges so he can make a game about this. It sucks, it's boring, but in the end, Banjo and Kazooie save Spiral Mountain, and as punishment, Gruntilda's forced to slave under the Lord of Games game factory until the end of time, where she has to develop terrible games under a bad publisher, and there's nothing she can do about it. She can't quit. And someday she's gonna get revenge by making her own game that can defeat them, and all of the stuff I have just listed and all the games was enough to get Banjo in Super Smash Bros. I would make fun of them, but I main Banjo and Rob, but based on my voice and the direction of this channel, you could already figure out I'm a loser. Moving back just 2 games for Conker, June 8th, 1999. Conker
Chupo is
celebrating
not
his
a
birthday
loser,
with his
man.
girlfriend
He's
Barry.
absolutely not.
Suddenly, the evil acorn shows up, and then he stops the evil acorn. That's the game. March 5th, 2001, 2 years after the previous game. What the hell has happened in the past 2 years? How did we go from this to this? Where's evil acorn? It's kind of upsetting to realize that this takes place on the same planet that has Goomba, but Conker's homeland is one full of war and political uprise. Conker himself being the last descendant of the Kulas of Conk, a band of powerful warriors who teamed up with the Panthers in the Milk Wars. I'm not making this shit up. This is Mario adjacent. This all takes place while Mario's going on like a vacation in Mario Sunshine. In the Milk Wars, Conk and Panthers want to overthrow
all one
the
universe,
Weasel's
man.
ruling, but near the end, the lead Panther betrays Conker's ancestors and kills them off one by one and chops the legs off of the Weasel King, who disappears and swears for revenge. The Panther King then banishes the squirrels to Windy, where they can't be a problem, and try to get the kingdom back. To assure his victory, he takes control of these evil bears called the Teddies, with a Z, and then throws his country into a terrible debt, satisfying his milk addiction. This war is disturbingly close to World War II. I don't want to think about this in World War II. This is the same world with Goomba in it. Now, I'm gonna assume this takes place between both of the main games of Conker's life. Complete 180, war changes a man. He goes from a whimsical little forest creature to an alcoholic, and the squirrels are still trying to take down the king, who literally does not care. In fact, all he wants is to capture Conker so he can use him as a table leg, as provided by his assistant, Professor Von Cripplespack. Now, Conker doesn't care.
That's
he just
real.
wants
That's
sex and
real as
booze.
shit.
He's lost the whimsy of the past.
That
Barry got
name right
plastic
there,
surgery
that's
right
real,
before
man.
his friends head off to war. He gets inebriated, and next day he wakes up lost with the simple goal of heading home. And on his way home, he does things such as recover a beehive from a wasp, gets taken by the head of the Weasel Mafia to bomb cavemen. He becomes a bat by his surviving ancestor, Count Batula, turning him into one, and then he joins the war and ends it. All in like one day. This was one very Conker and Barry are
Bad
brought
fur
together
day.
by Don Weezo to rob a bank. This turns out to be a ploy just so the Panther King can get his table leg. Barry dies, a Xenomorph rips out of the Panther King, and Professor Von Cripplespax revealed to be the former Weasel King. Mid-fight through, the Rare
Okay, but
developers
how does
forgot
this-
to playtest the end of the game, and the final boss freezes, so Conker gets an easy win, thanks to a
How
kind
does this
programmer
tie
or
back
an intern.
to,
Though tragically, he forgets to ask this person to revive
This
Barry,
tie
so when he
back to
becomes
Donkey
king,
Kong.
he ends with a hollow loss, and he goes to the same bar as before, starting a new adventure as he goes in a different direction. We're never getting another Conker game again, guys. If they were to do anything, I hope it would be about getting Bumper out of jail, because off-screen, Bumper became a felon. This is not a joke. This is the end of this character. And as for the rest, Rare confirmed
What?
the other characters are having their own wacky collection adventures, but Rare themselves have said they're expensive and the assets would take so long for Pipsy's Marina Trench Adventure. We're never gonna see Pipsy's Marina Trench Adventure.
No,
Anyway, back
bring
to the thing.
Pipsy
This video is
back,
actually
man.
about Donkey Kong
What,
64.
what crimes did Pipsy commit?
64,000 seconds
All right,
of
back to Donkey
cartoons.
Kong, I
This
guess.
got a manga and a card game, the magnum opus of Donkey Kong. Part of me wonders if I should consider this canon, but another part of me doesn't care enough. Like, we got Bluster Kong, the messiah of this specific cartoon, nepotism baby of the DK Barrel Factory. Nobody jives with him on account of those barrels being the very same ones Diddy Kong was crammed into, among other people. This is the Donkey Kong equivalent of getting shoved into a locker. A majority of the cast acts like these weird, exaggerated adaptations of their characters would, but regardless, I still have my thoughts. Like, where is Kiddy Kong? Why does Dixie have malformed pug eyes that expand and contract? DK's source of strength is located in his hair, and also his head's naturally shaped like the horn thing that's like part of his skull. And most importantly, I just don't like Candy Kong. So for context, friendly reminder, these are the only known women on the island. Dating pools are kinda limited. Even though Funky Kong is right there, it means that DK, Bluster, K-Rool wants to end up with Candy. She's mean, she's unfaithful, she breaks up with DK at the slightest of screw-ups. To be fair, he's an idiot. It's a toxic relationship both ways. DK needs to become a passport bro. I love the K-Rool adaptation in this show. All they want to do is steal the crystal coconut. It's an insightful commentary about the birthright land from ancestors versus reclaiming their territory. The relationship between these two parties are insightful and poetic. It's empowering. Truly a timeless franchise. Wacky misadventures will then ensue for like 40 episodes. Highlights include the confirmation that
40
Candy would immediately go
episodes?
for Bluster if DK was out of the picture. This bastard child. Bluster encouraging democracy and nobody voting for him. The power of song having supernatural capabilities. Leo Luster, that one scene where everybody's moping in the mines, and Leo Luster. As much as I would love to explain all 40 episodes, I don't. I made a brief short to better convey the most average, commonplace aspects of the country cartoon, except for the fact it wasn't 20 minutes long, because this is YouTube and I understand that your viewer retention is inherently flawed and short. So I hope you enjoy this very special stage play.
Thank you, Chupo. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Hey Donkey Kong, do you like bananas?
Hey, little buddy, I love bananas almost as much as I love candy and the crystal coconut and my friends.
Okay. DK, I think Candy is cheating on you again.
Did it? Stop bringing this shit up whenever you can. I'm trying to have a moment with you.
Well, I thought you should know. You're my friend, DK. I don't want to see you get hurt by her. She's disingenuous.
You've always been jealous of what we have. You're just upset Dixie isn't enough for you.
You take that. Can we not do this in front of Dixie? I'm trying to help you out, man.
I'm gonna kill you!
Rats I
Damn, dude.
rotten Kongs, always eating bananas and stealing my crystal coconut. Oh, my cremlings, I'm going to give 'em what's coming to 'em.
Oh, buttery biscuits, my coconut's gone! We
She's
have a
bad for you
three-strap
and you
rule.
know it.
You can't
Candy's a
criticize what
fraud
we
and you
have.
know it.
She's on
Yes! Yeah!
Oh, shit.
King K. Rool, you've had that crystal coconut for long enough. Here comes my big Donkey Kong fist. Banana Slammer!
What's up, losers? I'm dating Candy now.
Yeah, that's basically the cartoon.
That was
November
pretty good, man.
22nd, 1999.
That was a good
the same
stage
plot
play.
as the usual. K-Rool shows up and captures all the characters convenient. This time, 3 randos and then Diddy. I guess K-Rool spun the "You're my hostage" wheel, and it lands on Chunky Kong, Tiny Kong, and Lanky Kong. Chunky in specific is horrified of being in the front lines of this war. Tiny is content because the only thing that ruins lives more than taxes is violence, and Lanky Kong is happy to be included. So K-Rool has this thing, the Blast-O-Matic, and it's gonna destroy Donkey Kong Island. Fortunately, the Kremlings are dumb idiots. Crash it. There is still time to save the day. And so that happens. It's about the same antics as usual. Funky doubles back on his ROTC phase. There's other new neutral party animals nearby. We don't care about them. In the finale, it's a giant boxing match against K-Rool, and every single Kong works together to save the day. Even Candy Kong. Thank you, Candy. That was very kind of you. I hope you two have permanently broken up. I don't think either of you are gonna benefit from this long term. All right, you know what time point we're at. You know how much of the video is left. Things are really gonna start speeding up here. Like if you want to see how fast we're getting, 2003 to 2004.
Oh, no.
Donkey Konga trilogy. DK, Diddy, and Dixie start playing bongos so they can afford more bananas and go on a world tour. That's it. That's 3 games right there. The plot has started shriveling from here. May 24th,
I mean, there's not really too
Mario
much they
versus
can add to the
Donkey
plot.
Kong. I hope you're ready for these. Why does anyone play these? DK has a lot of minor feuds, but it's not like Mario and Cranky where it's on site. Like DK is just an idiot. He knows better to an extent. For example, Mario has a toy company. DK wants a mini Mario. He starts looting, drags Mario. He wants a mini Mario. He can't get a mini Mario. It makes him very upset. He causes a ruckus because of that, and he gets one at the end. Friendly reminder that this spin-off has more entries than Pikmin has games. March 14th, 2005. You ever wonder where that one Smash Bros. Stage with the funny one-shotting pink and green Spike came from? Here. This game. DK Jungle Beat. Love the DK model here. It's very
Jungle
fuzzy. I love this more than the short-haired muscular demon in Mario Kart 8. A few evil Kongs are still trying to take over. They're trying to take more bananas. They stole them all through the land. Donkey Kong goes and he punches all the bad guys. The designs are cool though. You know, whenever I see these characters, I imagine them being the profile picture of like a 12-year-old kid on YouTube in 2012 who would have like a 1 million view video called How to Unlock Sonic in Mario Kart Wii, and they have like 300 subs. Like Dread Kong looks like an Xbox profile picture. Also, this got 2 arcade games, if that's anything. September 19th, 2005, King of Swing. There's a Jungle Jam tournament. K-Rool steals them all. Go get them. September 25th, 2006, March of the Minis. Mario's toy company is getting an amusement park. To celebrate this major occasion
Still strange
and
to me
step in
that
Mario's career, he has invited his
Mario
dear
has
friend
a
and
toy
politician
company.
Pauline to
And
celebrate
also,
the
how
occasion.
long has
Unfortunately,
Pauline been
Donkey Kong
involved?
happens to
I
be in the crowd,
honestly-
and because reminder, he loves
I wasn't
the mini
aware
Mario
that
toys enough to where
Pauline
he
was
got
like an actual part of the Mario universe, like an actual character, until like Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, that I'm not like a real Mario fan. Okay, I play different games, but I wasn't aware that Pauline was such like a mainstay.
one based on his likeness.
For a long
so he
time.
sees Pauline, and I guess wanting this woman is a dominant gene. There is a generational level of simping over Pauline in the Kong family. The Kongs have a type, and DK wants a child that looks like that one kid that turns into a monkey in Jumanji. He wants to be with Pauline, so just like Cranky, he steals the woman and proceeds to endanger this poor lady across the Mario equivalent of Legoland. September 10th, 2007, DK Jungle Climber. Holy shit! This was the greatest game to ever grace the Nintendo DS. How did it only sell 500K copies? It's not fair. Like, I'm not even joking. This is one of my favorite games. I don't know how to describe it, but it's here. It's wonderful. Please play this game. Please watch me play this game. If I ever stream or anything, just get more people to see Donkey Kong rock climbing. Also, buy my makeshift plush. The primary Kong family, no Tiny, no
I'd
Chunky,
watch
no
Chupo
Kitty,
stream, man.
are enjoying a vacation at Sun Island. They let their tropical island home to vacation to go on another tropical island. Diddy Kong goes, fellas, there's a big banana at the top of the island. We gotta go check it out. And then they get to the top, and the banana is actually a ship, and now they have befriended a friendly alien named Xananab, and within 5 minutes of his arrival, the Kremlings have already made themselves enemies. Now, a
They're
part
very
of me is wondering
efficient.
why we have alien bananas, but let me remind you, we already have aliens in the franchise. This is nothing. They stop K-Rool, he gains reality rift warping capabilities, so we go to other planets, and we stop him from taking over the universe with the power of bananas. Like, literally, Donkey Kong is gonna outlive me, and he's gonna have a better legacy than me. It's kind of depressing to think about. Anyway, in the end, K. Rool has a big mech, and everybody goes to Xananap's homeland. K. Rool gets big, and then he gets small, and then
I
the
mean,
credits
Chupo, you just haven't saved the
roll.
universe from
All right,
King
as
K.
you can
Rool
tell,
yet.
I'm trying to be nice, but genuinely, Donkey Kong
You
has
never
become
know,
a lab rat for Nintendo's bid. It's disgusting, but I guess the Kongs gotta make ends meet somehow. They gotta pay Tiny's taxes somehow. Dark times have loomed since Bluster moved the factory off the island. There's a bunch of retro releases, Barrel Blast, which had a full roster of OCs, and Lanky Kong, for some reason, he's there out of everybody. Then there's back-to-back Mario vs. Donkey Kong stuff. Minis March again in 2009. Don't mix it up with March of the Minis. Pauline opens an expansion for the park, and DK's mad, then Miniland Mayhem. Exact same plot, just that the first 100 customers all get a mini Pauline. DK doesn't get it. Uh-oh. Torment, another plot inconvenience, another game. Generic ending, mutual understanding. This game is so unrelated. This is so weird. I remember this game specifically because I was fortunate enough to meet a couple of my great-grandparents, and I remember one of them was asking me questions while I was at their nursery home playing on my DSi, and then he passed away 3 weeks later. My final memory of my great-grandfather was him watching me electrocute Donkey Kong. Screw this, man. We're ignoring the rest of these games. I don't even like the Mini Marios. No tipping stars, no amiibo challenge, no minis on the move. Bye-bye, Mini Mario. You've overstayed your welcome. I hate you. Yeah, you know, at least we got June 18th, 2008, Mario Super Sluggers. The Kongs play baseball and the Kremlings show up. By the way, this is the last non-Smash Bros. Appearance of K. Rool. I miss him every day. To celebrate, DK gets his ass kicked by a 17-year-old on the Wii version of Punch-Out. If Little Mac loses, he gets taken away, probably as a Kong sacrifice. Woohoo! November 21st, 2010. Donkey Kong
We're only
Country
at 2010,
returns.
man?
Woohoo! The Kremlings have died. Now we got the Tiki tribe. They like to hypnotize local animals to steal bananas and attack the Kongs. Guess how that goes? It doesn't. I will say, other than the ending being funny, like DK punches the moon into the final boss as a retaliation, but also there's more implications in temples about the Kongs being these ancient beings, a lot of hidden backstory to be told. We just never see it, because Donkey Kong is a silly little primate who jumps around and swings. We don't need to understand the amount of temples or the complexities. We just move on from it. Now, before we move on to the last true Donkey Kong game, I think it's important to take a look at the Olympic Games. When every other year the Mario gang meets up with Sonic's pals, they go to the Olympics in their world, nobody really doing any specialized stuff for their physiques or strength. Sonic just does water events despite not being able to swim. Bowser is doing a mile run. He is not built for that. He should not be doing that one. Donkey Kong did not attend the 2008 Beijing Olympics due to substance abuse. But in Vancouver 2010, there's actually a lot of plot worth looking at. So in this story, on the DS version, the snow spirit creatures who make snow happen, they're like bees in the sense that if we lose the snow spirits, we die. We need them together. And then Dr. Eggman and Bowser steal them so they can host the Olympics, and then Bowser melts all the snow in Vancouver, so Mario and Sonic gotta travel through probably Canada, recruit all their friends through the campaign until they beat the bad guys and save the Olympics. Now, Donkey Kong is in the second to last world, so it counts. And I think I forgot to mention this, but it's implied that DK can't speak English. Like, a lot of the time he speaks in ooks and grunts, and it's translated for everybody else. Everyone else knows how to speak Kong. It's essentially a different language, and it's inconsistent when this is and isn't the case. But you know what? It's not really that much of an issue here. London Olympics 2012 on the 3DS. Bowser and Eggman have their invitations to the Olympics lost in the mail, so they resort to chemical warfare. A majority of this story follows Mario, Luigi, a mute Sonic who doesn't talk the entire game, and Tails as they figure out what's going on across London in episodes, which is all the cast being broken up into weird groups, and DK only appears in 2 of them. The first, he has to wrestle this robot Omega. I remember this fight being hard. It took me like 3 hours to beat. And then also at some point Bowser gets like really frustrated and gets DK to compete with him in a few Olympic games, and then DK loses. It's kind of weird, all this coming out before the actual Olympics. And then the 2014 game is completely skippable. In 2016 Brazil, Mario and Sonic go missing. DK's not really involved. We can skip that one. And then to end it up, there was Tokyo 2020. Mario, Sonic, Bowser, Eggman, and the Toad, not a Toad, the main Toad, they all get sucked into a game console, forcing Luigi and Tails to try and help them out, encountering all their friends throughout, while the characters in the console try killing each other so they have less competition during the actual Olympics. Again, none of you have correlating body types. You should not be doing the same events. DK's entire plot is so stupid. I love him. He wants to go to the observatory in Tokyo so he can see the city. and then
Well,
he
that's cool,
enters a
man.
surfing competition. That is all he does.
That's also cool.
This is
Hey,
all
good for
Donkey
him.
Kong does in this story. That is all he does. He becomes a tourist, and then he becomes a surfer.
That's
Diddy
huge for
Kong
the
is
Donkey
here,
Kong
and
lore.
he doesn't do anything. He only does hurdles and rugby in the Olympics, but he's here. If they ever make more of these games, it would be really cool and awesome if they stopped making major characters exclusive to random events. This was a weird thing I hated. Let Toad do discus, goddammit. And finally,
Okay.
on February 21st, 2014, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It's
What?
Donkey Kong's birthday, and nobody could make
I thought
it,
we were just at
Diddy Kong,
2020.
Dixie, and Cranky. Suddenly, a
Okay.
new invasive group, the Snowmads, led by Lord Frederick, want to take over DK Island. And the Kongs get launched to another island, so they gotta go all the way back, island to island, retaking all the islands from the Snowmads as they freeze all of them over. That is all. In the past decade, that is all that has gone on. Just some remakes and a Universal ride, which is cool. And the kids can see a animatronic Rambi the Rhino, if you're into that. Okay, technically this isn't entirely true, but the most recent time point is Donkey Kong's DLC and Rabbids. But not only have I covered that in multiple other videos, but it's actually not considered canon. This is a weird loophole that I proudly don't feel bad about getting wrong, but let me remind you, this is what we're dealing with. The opening of this game sees Rabbids fusing with Mario objects in their time-traveling washing machine. There's a 20-minute lore video for a reason, guys. I made this for a reason. Nonetheless, a Mario poster gets sucked into the machine and teleports them into a Mario world created by the poster. It's based off the poster. What this means is that this is a separate Mario universe permanently ruined by Rabbid involvement. It's canon to Rayman, it's canon to Rabbids, but not Mario and DK. It's a multiverse and it is a separate universe. Cranky Rabbid is a Rabbids character, not a Donkey Kong one. Remember that distinguishment. Okay, what about the Mario movie then? Well, as much as I want to count it, I hesitate in part because Cranky is so different. The population's completely different. There's a totally different amount of people here. But at the same time, I mean, there is Kiddy Kong, so I say we count it for world building purposes. Ignoring it
okay.
otherwise because I'm leaning toward it being a separate continuity that's implemented in future games. The only things I consider canon here is Cranky is the father of DK because I'm a stingy idiot. Cranky is the brain behind the Kongs, while DK is more like a mascot slash future leader idiot in training, and Swanky Kong died in a car accident. There being any sort of military is very funny. I mean, I guess Funky served his time, but that's all. I'm kind of heartbroken about this direction being subjective to spin-off standby remakes, and DK Returns got brought back 3 times. Just give us Kiddy Kong or something, man. I'm a sucker for rare injection, permanently locked to DK. I want to see more of this area of Mario. It can be 3D or a country game, but I would love to see more Kongs get used, because across the 2000s, they've started to become rarities. And then at the same time, maybe give some more cool looking areas. I love how levels have storytelling in these games. It's so cool. I love Donkey Kong, dude. I love the lakes of the Northern Cremisphere, the brisk air of Bramble Blast, the silhouettes across Grassland Grove.
fell in
DK
love
has
with
always
Donkey
been
Kong.
the icon of tough platforming with
He
a
came
genuine
around
sense
to
of
it.
adventure and heart that I miss. I hope to see it again. Compared to Mario, DK's more niche, but it hits harder if you fit in that category. This necktie ape has more substance. It's an acquired taste. You need a trained palate for such an art form. Now, Nintendo's been at this phase where they're trying out a bunch of their older franchises to see what's working. With 2D Metroid, Mario RPG comebacks, remakes and remasters, a Peach game, you get the idea. They're doing it again with Country Returns on the Switch. I don't think it'll sell well
Bring it
because
back,
of the fact
man.
it came
Bring
out
it
on the
back.
same day they announced the Switch
Oh.
2, but it looks like something new is at least around the corner based on DK movie design being used. And you know what? Not a big hater, not a big fan either, but it's better than nothing. But it makes me worried though that they're gonna cut off all remnants of rare sauce. Please save DK, please bring back K-Rool, just do something. At the same time, I'm also 90% sure Nintendo thinks it's fine not to make additional IP content when they work on a movie or park. We haven't gotten a 3D game since Odyssey in 2017. I'm ignoring Bowser's Furies, that's not a Mario game, it's a Mario experience. Genuinely look at Nintendo and tell me they wouldn't do that. I'm convinced them making the Zelda movie is gonna prevent them from making Zelda games. I guess time will tell. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. Gamerstops, I have a makeshift plush for a limited time, and when you get the chance, try exploring the woods. These berries are really filling.
God bless you, Chupo. Chupo! We stand Chupo around here. This is a good content creator, for real. Like, he just does a deep dive on the lore of shit that nobody is doing, man. He's in his own lane, he's doing his own thing, and I respect that. Chupo is not a nerd, he's a hero, okay? He is a damn hero. And I hope more people subscribe to his channel. He's at 384K. That's a lot of people. But could be more. Could be more. All right. It's time for us to actually get into the gaming that we set before us. Get into the Vigia gaming. Let's play this real quick. We'll run some ads and we'll get some food in us while the game loads up. Or not some food. We'll get another drink, though. Hunter Wilds, baby. Did it update? It did. Bust out the old controller, get it locked, get it loaded. Baby, we're playing. Baby, we're gaming. Let me scoot my chair in. Hey, hi, and hello there, and welcome back once again to Monster Hunter Wilds. We're back into it. We're doing it up. Hold on, let me just get things ready. I'm just going to join a recommended lobby. You may notice that we look a little bit strong. We look a little bit handsome. Our gear is looking different, but nice. And yeah, it's because we did a little bit of off-stream, off-video grinding, you know? I did a little bit of, you know, just chilling out, killing monsters. I still don't know how to properly join a party. I received 4 notifications while offline. What are we doing here? Login bonus. That's cool, man. Thank you for the login bonus. What are we doing? What is this? Event quest? I don't know what any of this means, man. Whatever. We're in a party. We received a notification while we were offline. I noticed that I have active skills now. I've swapped my weapon and my armor. My armor, I'm looking kind of juiced. And my weapon, the switch axe. Okay? I tried it out a little bit. I kind of like the way that it feels. And our little gremlin, the demon, is still looking pretty good. So we are going to actually start doing the quest things that we're supposed to be doing. We need to talk to Werner in Ajuj. You got Muse from me? I don't think you actually have Muse for me. Are we in a Zeus? I think this is the Zeus map. Yes. What's that? A Rompopolo? We've killed a few of those. A Zeus, the Everforge. So we need to head towards the Everforge. Yeah. No, we're good. This is it. We're gonna make some progress on the damn storyline. We're gonna make it happen. We gotta find where Varner is. What was going on down there? Whatever, man. Is he on the map? Pit elevator, tent, base camp, support desk. Warner. Oh, he's on the other side. So yeah, that's him down there. Great. Jamalma, to me. Can we jump off of this? No. Be a lot cooler if I could. Hey, relax. Puppy's over there, barking at nothing. Am I at the right place? There he is. You there, Varner? What's poppin'?
Sorry, who are you again? I'm busy.
This asshole. Hey, we need to talk.
And just like that, the light blinked out. You guys get anything?
Let's just say I'm still investigating. Not gonna present my findings until I'm certain. Enough chit-chat, though. You've got a visitor.
Hey, I heard you're looking for an underground tunnel. Yabron filled me in. That land spine continues down into the subterranean. I can show you the way if you want.
I mean,
That
yeah,
might be
sure.
the tunnel I came through.
That would be great. Let's mount up.
I mean, I have actually no idea how far into the story I actually am, but we'll see.
Just follow me.
Follow Satish.
The place I'm talking about is way down deep, in an area we call the subterranean. Sometimes we go there to mine, but we generally avoid it. Between the gas, lava, and monsters, there's too much that can go wrong and no way to call for help.
Sounds dangerous. We really appreciate you taking the risk for us.
I maybe should have
Ron, you should
prepared
thank. He went
with
around the
like
whole
items
village
and
asking
stuff.
for help. Said he wanted to help out the travelers who came to his aid. So I volunteered, basically.
Aw. You did that for us.
Oh, there's our ride down.
I might need this.
It'll take us to the subterranean?
Yep.
That's handy.
We're almost there.
So where does the land spine lead?
If you look east from the basin, you'll see a huge cliff. It stretches to there. But don't expect me to go near it. As we say in the zoos, don't go down a hole without a ladder.
A huge cliff. Nata. Yeah.
I'm always grabbing the herbs. Yo, what the?
We're here.
I mean, that's kind of sick.
It really is an underground tunnel.
I remember this. I came through here.
You're sure?
Yeah. From that direction.
Well, that certainly narrows things down. Don't know how you did it, but hey, good for you, Nata.
We finally made it. The Keeper's Village should be right through there.
It's never that easy.
I'm ready to go home.
But Nata, I haven't even
Well
given you a
then,
proper
let's
gun
head.
lance.
Okay.
Thank you for everything.
I hope you're sure about this. Be careful.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Now I'm just wondering how things go
Oh,
wrong.
we've come a long way.
'Cause this is too easy. Wait, hold on. I need to get my
It can't be.
I need to get my net out. There were bugs flying in the air.
You said this was ice? It wasn't here last time.
But this is the way to your village.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I remember getting lost here. Why? We were so close.
Bro, chill.
It must have frozen over in the past few years.
Hey, we should bundle up. Why don't we set up camp?
Yes.
This must be that cliff that Satesh warned us about.
You got a big old scarf, man.
All right, so what do you say we head back to the surface and regroup?
Yeah, good idea. Let's see if we can find
Some
another
areas
route
in the
back.
ice shard cliffs are particularly cold.
sorry.
Maximum stamina will decrease faster. Use a heat mantle bug or make a hot drink with hot peppers to temporarily counteract the cold. Got it. Hot pepper. Fuck, I don't know, man. Yeah, set it to the pouch, whatever.
Does anybody else hear that voice?
You're hearing a voice?
Voice?
Maybe I'm imagining things.
I need to bundle up in some wintry armor.
A Nursilla.
What the what is that? Am I supposed to know what that is? Ew, man. It's got one of the little dudes in it.
Now death greets me with a new mask. Or are you my salvation?
It's a well-spoken Woodwood.
So, what shall it be? Should I leave it to fate?
No, we're gonna save you.
This is clearly a job for the guild.
Authorize me to kill that thing.
I squirm. I struggle. Ergo I am. Faced with death, I am finally, truly alive.
Hunter, in order to rescue the Linian and secure the surrounding area, the guild authorizes you to hunt that Nursilla.
Wow.
We'll be back at camp.
Hey, look at me. I get to fight that. That's cool, man.
I'll look for an opening and try to free the one.
Messing Tuscany. Are you prepared?
Okay, so clearly attacking it front on is not the way to go. Oh, I've been webbed. Okay. I can't get out of that, man. Good damage. That didn't do a whole lot.
I then, what fate wills me.
There we go. Get its abdomen. That's not good. Okay. Is there anything up top I can drag down on this man? Does not look like it. Very strong frontal mandibles. Okay.
So many sights left unseen.
Uh-oh. That's fine.
This destiny grow fainter.
Oh no. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that. That's not good. I would like to be able to hit my abilities. Okay. That's pretty much a guaranteed hit. I'm getting cooked. It's gonna be a long fight. And I don't have any medication. I'm bracing. That feels good.
Check your Sacred's pouch.
Oh my god, so many babies, man. I don't know if there's any others that I can grab. Okay, that's not good. I can't get out of that, man. I'm so dead, man. No. I mean, it's got to be almost dead. So am I. And that's how you get him. Too many little goddamn spiders, man. Okay, we'll take it all. That was a 15-minute battle. Let's show that background. Oh, baby. That was all right.
Get the woodwood down.
I'm harvesting.
Ah, I stand corrected. My end in disguise you were not. Many thanks for the daring rescue. I am Rove, a humble Wudwud questing far from home.
Hello, Rove. I'm Alma. I don't suppose you know your way around this place, do you?
I do. Ask, and you shall be elucidated.
I'd like to know more about this area.
Well, you might say we're, lost.
Yeah, we're pretty freaking
Could you
lost.
help us get our bearings? We're trying to reach higher ground, but we can't find a way up.
Shall I be your guide?
You wouldn't happen to know about an entire society of people that live here, right?
I can do.
Tell me about your
My aspect
capture.
got caught by the Nursilla.
sheer carelessness. Only I am to blame. My spirit of adventure got the better of me. Had
That'll
I
happen.
only known that I would wound up, let that be a lesson to you all.
All right. Hey, thank you, Rove. Love you.
Rove, we'll need time to get ready. Do you mind waiting? Should we take...
Certainly. I shall tarry here until the moon strikes you.
Hot pepper.
Never be too prepared.
Hot pepper. You can never be too prepared. Transfer items. Item pouch. The hell's a slashberry, man? My bags are too filled with shit. That's why I can't pick anything up. Oh my god. I'm starting to see the issue. I'm starting to see the error of my ways. Let's see the crafting list. Don't care about ammo. I don't really use anything that cares about ammo. Don't need to change my equipment. Let's grill a meal. Recommended meal. Add ingredients? Let's add a drool shroom. Yeah. Woo, baby. Yeah. Delicious. Well, all right. Not bad. Hot drink. Let's drink it. Love it. Alright, let's talk. Well, finish our preparations. I feel pretty prepared. Let's talk to Rove.
Has the moon struck you? Shall I lead us on?
Yes, sir. It has. Lead us on. I ate a meal, and I messed with my inventory. That's all the more I really need to do, I think.
Onward to the great above.
To the great above.
No place to get lost, and with no fur to keep you warm.
It is quite frigid. I'd say it's as intense as the summer tide in the desert floor.
Does it ever get, you know, a little warmer?
Nay, it has been raging for years, never ceasing, never abating.
A never-ending winter? Great! Add that to our list of wonky phenomenon right below premature sand tide and no-show fire spring. Do you think this is
Wait.
the cliffs that Tesh talked
Oh.
about?
Those were minerals.
At least what he thinks is a cliff.
Nata, does this look familiar to you at all?
Seen it.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know how to explain this. Something about it feels like my village.
Well, okay. We're on the right track at least. That's good, Nata. Proud of you. Is this a new area for us to set up camp?
This confirms it.
Yeah, it's all one huge structure.
I can't imagine anyone building something like this back home, let alone this size. How'd they even do
I
it?
mean,
It's unlike any architecture I've seen.
those rocks are floating. Is anybody gonna...
Some questions.
Are we gonna bring up the floating rocks?
Who exactly built it? And what happened to their civilization if they were capable of something like this? And if the keepers live out here, who are they?
I'm fine.
Your cheeks are red. Are you cold? Sorry, I'm translating. What's that? Uh-oh. Hirabami. Yeah, classic Hirabami situation. Everybody knows when the Hirabami situation
Or
hits.
to hide it in a haystack.
Hiding in the haystack!
Then follow me.
Alright, these things are swarming above us. And we just get away? Alright, cool, man. Yeah, sick.
Where are we?
My quiet sanctuary. I come here when I'm in need of solitude.
Why are they not chasing us here?
There was a whole nest.
I believe is a valid question.
We'll just have to wait out the danger in here.
Yeah. How about we set up camp then?
Yeah.
Your small hovel? Certainly.
A small hovel? Why must everyone insult my hovels? Oh. This is a pretty quaint little hovel. Talk to the other Avis unit members. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, whatever you freaking say, I'll do it. I don't care. What about, well, I gotta talk to the demon. I had no idea this place was this huge. So different up close compared to seeing it from a distance. You think that even more... It'll look even more different when we're finished with the mission. I'm glad I got to come here with you. I'm glad I'm here with you too, demon. Nata. Pleasure to speak with you again.
Rove is far from home, just like me. I wonder if I'll ever see my village again.
Look, man, we've been asking that question like all day.
I'm really sorry for how I acted before.
Don't even worry about it. All you need is a good old gun lance.
We're just worried about you.
I feel so stupid.
Stop feeling stupid and start feeling
I thought
vengeance.
finding my village would be easy. That I could take you straight there.
Who cares, man?
I had
Life's
no
a journey.
idea just how big the world is.
World is big. That's why they call it the world.
Believe I can't even show you the way. I feel so useless.
You're not useless, okay? You just aren't wielding a large
In
weapon.
1,000 years, there's only been one person resilient enough to make the trek west. You. Despite being alone, you found help for the sake of your people. We'll set out again once the Hirabami retreat. But for now, let's get some rest, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get some rest, Nata. Love you. Keep up the hard work, Nata. Yeah, I slept for a good hour.
Hey, Hunter. Let's say there's this little girl,
Okay.
and she feels like she has to solve all the problems alone. If you met this girl, what would you say?
I would say, hello, little girl.
Yeah.
You do not have to do this.
I used to be a lot like her. A long time ago, I left home, and the people who took me in, they seemed larger than life.
Ah.
Then I grew up and realized that actually, adults can be just as lost as kids.
That's so true.
When I left my village, they clapped me on the back and said, "Fly far, Lilin." But now, I think they were really saying, it's your turn now. What do you choose to protect?
That's very deep thinking. I love that. Also, is my audio low? Am I crazy? Options. It's at 50? Let's bump it up. We'll do 70. I just feel like the audio with people talking is a little bit low. But it's fine. What are these other things? Monster Field Guide? Yeah, whatever. What's poppin', Alma?
Okay?
Everything okay? You betcha.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
I've been meaning to
Obvious
ask
said
you.
It was you who put my name forward for the expedition. Why'd you pick me?
I guess I wanted someone who understood what it was like to lose something important.
Ah, yes.
There was a time when I closed myself off from the world. But then I met Nata. And despite having lost everything he knew, he was still captivated by the world. Seeing that inspired me. It made me realize I should also be out living life. The professor wanted a hunter we could trust Nata with. And with your background,
My background
I had a good feeling that you were the one.
Right, yes, I remember. Yes, okay.
I hope
I
I
am
can
the
live
one.
up to your expectations.
You already have. When I first saw you leap onto that sacred, my heart nearly burst from my chest. I felt so alive. I knew I made the right choice.
Yes, yes, your heart bursting from your chest.
Have a seat. Rest.
My heart bursts from my chest as well anytime I talk to you. Anyway, time to have a seat and rest. You know, it's fine. I'll go hang out over here with Nata. I mean, do you want to talk more? No, it's fine. It's fine. We can just leave it at that. It's probably okay.
I think I'm starting to figure out the connection between Welk and the land spine. I think the land spine is an artificial structure, like this one, probably built by an ancient civilization.
I disagree.
Yes, I agree.
I think the land
They share
spine.
Too many architectural similarities to ignore.
Then we know three things. First, Welk stone is produced by the land spine.
I think the land spine
Second,
proves that the land
spine
is alive.
natural. And third, the land spine is likely connected to phenomena like the sand tide and the downpour. Add it all up, Welk seems to be an artificial energy source capable of altering the weather.
I mean, these are all bold
Of
leaps.
repairing the part of the land spine connected to Azus?
Yeah, and if he succeeds, there's no telling what'll happen.
We can't just sit around. Let's get back to Azus.
Right. I hope the Hirabami have retreated.
Is that what's going on? Nata is sick.
We can't leave him here.
This is a Japanese game. Any mild sickness, he's going to die, okay? He has a fever. All hands on deck.
Understood. Authorization granted to hunt the Hirabami.
I'm gonna hunt the shit out of the Hirabami. Give this child an antidote. Give him some warm soup. Hunt the Hirabami. Have I eaten? Have I done everything that I meant to do? What are you? Get in my bag. Or, I guess, crack you over my face. Herb.
Hang in there, Nata. Hirabami sighted. One should lead the others in line.
What do you mean I gotta hunt 3 of them? Whoa, guys, calm down.
Large duck park, force the
I'm just swinging on them. They can't hit me if I'm progressively swinging my weapon. That worked for a while. That worked for a long time. Okay. I wanted to turn down the volume. What do you mean check supply items? Okay, got it. Yep, thank you. Why is that still on there? Yeah, sure, man. Select a large dung pod? Alright, man. Make them smell, man. Make them stink. Shit, he's getting away. That's the one that we're hunting. Don't lose track of it. Options. Okay. Ow. Alright, I need to swap to this. That didn't land. That's unfortunate. Okay, a lot of damage. What the? Nothing fun to pick up. Quick! We must get them. Oh. I would like to sharpen my weapon real quick. If you'd be so kind as to offer me just a second of reprieve. Beautiful. More dung. These guys hate poop. Relatable. Fuck. Why is there a big old spider here now? This is gonna be tough. I had a really hard time with the spider. Probably cool. Yo! I'm just wild swinging it. Oh my god. It just keeps running away, man. What? Where are we going? Dude. Can we point the right direction, please? Oh my gosh. Freaking breakdancing on me. About damn time. And there it is. Get out of here, man. That was a bit tough. Love a good mining outcrop. Okay, we got some stuff. Show the background? I mean, it's something, you know? Send all of it to the box. Did not faint even once, man. Not once. Monster has been hunted. Beast has been slain.
Area secure. It's safe to bring Nata out.
This sounds like it's in trouble too. Fur's giving me a bad feeling.
All the more reason to hurry.
Rove, we owe you one. Thanks.
Forget me. Go. If fate wills it, we shall meet again.
All right, whatever you say, Rove.
We'll have to keep an eye on him, but Nata seems to be resting better now.
Good.
That's a relief. Let's go talk to Werner while he sleeps.
Go talk to Werner. And just like that, that's gonna do it for this video. That's gonna freaking do it for this video. We got some mission rewards. We probably got some stuff we can craft. God bless you. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. I'm gonna take a brief little break. Use the restroom. We'll be right back. Making myself some food. Let's take a look at the old armor and whatnot.
I've got some suggestions if you're open to them. Hey.
Of course I'm open to them. Show me your
You're
recommendations.
looking to make an impression.
Better Hope Gunland, so that's pretty cool.
What are we making today?
So Raid Dow definitely still pretty good. Uthduna? Hirabami. Oh. Kind of luxurious Hirabami word. Okay, kind of a vibe. Kind of a vibe. Nursilla? What are we looking at here? What is this? I have my Rompopolo set. But this is... That's crazy. Hold on, I gotta inspect this. That's wild. I don't know how I feel about that. Hirabami. What the fuck? Uthduna. I want more Uthduna. I want more Ray Dow, dude. These sets getting crazy, man. Alright, can we do anything with our switch axes? Okay, we need earth crystals. Why's this got an exclamation point next to it? Is it a new tree that I just looked at? I have monster fluid now. Wait, I can make this. What's this? La Labarina. La Labarina. Uthduna. Make the bone axe? What's the... I don't know how to read these stats. Attack boost and focus, but I lose out on critical eye and speed sharpening? I mean, what am I currently using? Currently using this guy? I don't know what any of this means, man. I can't read this shit. Forge list. Upgrade list. Okay, well this is a little bit better to read. Let's just make the bone axe,
Look
man.
good?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Give me that bone axe, okay?
Perfection.
Beautiful. Made with real bone. Equip as primary.
Come back anytime.
And we gotta go search for Varner. My food is ready. I gotta go get it. Whoa. It's important to get a good meal in, you know. After a good hunt. This game is very good at encouraging eating. Because, you know, my character eats in game, maybe I should eat out of game, you know what I mean? I will say, playing this game does just make me hungry. Anytime I see my character throw a big old slab of meat on the grill and just throw some fucking honey on it, or just throw some mushrooms or some cheese, I'm like, damn, it really is that easy. I'm just thinking to myself, damn, that could be me. All right. Let's grab our drink. Tactfully place it directly in front of us. Keep our legs crossed in the chair. Recline back a little bit tastefully. Get comfortable as shit. Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome back to... Wait, am I... there we go. Welcome back to good old Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, we gotta go search for Warner and Azuz again for the millionth time, it feels like. But I feel like there's gonna be some like quest stuff. Let me talk to Alma real quick. Yes, want to see the quests. Oh, she doesn't have anything else to say.
I'll be waiting here.
Okay. I'm a winner. Transfer items. We need the mega potions. Crafting list. Make more. All right. Let's grill a meal. Recommended meal. Well, let's add the ingredients. This is gonna look delicious. I already know it. It does every time. Ah, delicious. All right, we're goosed up to the gills, man. Let's get out of here. Wasn't really too much to do with like crafting armor and stuff like that. I guess we can take a quick look, because I don't think I looked at Palico armor. How's it going?
Yep.
Another good big picture. We need to tread carefully. Okay, sure. What do you got for Palico equipment? Oh, baby. Oh my god. Attack type severing. Give him a little fan. Or I make him look like a little mech. Which one fits the demon? Rompopolo, I am not making him that. I'm not doing that to him. Right now he looks swag as shit with the Deshagama stuff on. My camera's kind of in the way, but I assure you he does. You've seen him. You know what he looks like. This is more ice resistance, whereas this is more fire resistance. I have a feeling we're gonna fight some fire stuff. I don't really think that his resistances really changes anything. It's probably fine.
Ready to get to work? Alrighty.
He's gonna be my little mech.
Perfection.
Yup. Give him that scythe. Swag him out.
Look good. Alrighty. Perfection. I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
He looks great.
Now that's a good choice.
Let's take a look at the demon. The demon! Up, up. He's looking good. I can't really get the camera angle on him, but he is looking good. A glorious demon he is. Alright, we need to go find Varner. Where is Varner? Check the map. Varner! Oh, he's over by the Great Forge. Oh, classic Varner. What's crack-a-lackin', Varner?
Oh, it's the bird unit.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, just act like you don't know who I am. Fuck you.
Hey, you mind waiting on those repairs? We think it's some kind of ancient apparatus.
Right. Kinda obvious when you look at its guts.
Then let's cut to the chase. If that thing is some kind of energy conduit, then the energy won't have anywhere to go if its pathways are broken. So...
if all that pent-up energy gets released at once, it'll probably trigger the fire spring. Well, too late. Repairs are done.
we'll unrepair it.
Why? It was broken, now it's not. Pretty sure that's what these folks want.
We will start the festival ceremonies anew!
No stopping it now. Not once it starts flowing.
Something's gonna get fucked up. Alright. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point that things ain't gonna go the way they want it to go. I mean, that does look pretty sick.
Good work.
We beckon the fire spring with our own hands!
No!
What's happening?
You okay?
The great apes!
Not the great apes.
What is it?
They're here! Right outside!
To what? The great apes! No! Alright, man, that's cool.
Now monsters?
It's always monsters! What do you mean, now monsters?
This wasn't supposed to happen.
It literally always happens anytime we do anything.
Listen up! Feeling sorry for yourself won't help.
Yeah,
We
sure,
have to
Gemma.
put our heads together and fix this. Think, is there anything we can do? Can we quell the fire or reroute it?
Yes! The old forge! It uses a different system.
If we fix it up, we might be able to disperse the fire.
Right.
There you go. You're gonna sit and cry or get up and help. Let's go.
Let's get this done!
I got this. Let's try.
You need to rest. I'm fine now. I want to help.
All right.
Alright, well,
Let's go.
his sickness lasted all of 10 minutes.
Won't be easy, but we're doing it.
Yes, we are. You guys do your thing.
Let's go. We have our own job to do.
Yeah, I gotta go kill the monsters as I do.
Azu's is in your hands.
Understood.
Understood. Monsters will be hunted. Grr. Them some apes.
A Jarakan.
We're
Are
in.
they the apex predators of this region? We can't let them reach the village.
Good start. Good start. Okay, buddy. Let's drink a cool drink. I don't got one of those. All right. Well. What hit me? Okay. I get the feeling that
Tough it out.
it doesn't feel like Olivia's pulling her away. And you know, maybe that's just me. Wiggly Litchi I don't think is going to help me out here. Neither are the chill mantle bugs.
People are counting on us.
Yeah, the people are counting on us. All right.
Tough it out.
Yeah, I'll tough it out. Can you start doing damage? One of them's on the move. What's
We
the
give
plan?
chase. It needs to be contained. Hunter, you take the other one.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Begin quest. Kick ass. Not bad. Oh! I rolled into that. That seems dangerous. What the fuck? I was bound to get hit by some of that. Uh-oh. What do I do? What do I do? This is not good. I lived. Not a problem. Moving to a new area. And we must give chase.
What is that? Because it looks real useful.
What looks really useful? Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt. Okay, not bad. Let me just sharpen my weapon. Okay, we're making good damage now. Uh-oh. Okay. We didn't die. Oh shit, Olivia's joining me again. Whoa, okay. Things are getting real laggy.
More supplies have been added.
This is the laggiest the game has ever been. All right, let's relax. It's a little tough to play it when it's this laggy, but that's okay. I can't even tell what's going on, man. I might need to restart my game after this. I mean, we've probably got him on the ropes. We've hit this guy a lot. There it is. We didn't cut off his tail. Would have been a lot better if we did. Cut out his bits. Easy peasy. This is a game restart angle ASAP. I mean, this area is really cool for sure. More ore. Oh, whatever.